Jay, Guildmaster, Heavy Metal Wargaming. It's been a minute. We've been busy. This video today I was going to make was for Team Yankee. Should we go to version 2 with how thick the FAQ is? And the day I was going to record, they dropped dynamic points for 2025. And then today, as I was leading up to this video, they just put out the points for the 2025 season. So for those following, mid-war is 85, late war 95. These are Flames of War, and Team Yankee will be 100 points this year. So with all the points adjustments with dynamic points, it'll be interesting. The latest one, some more tanks went down, Bradleys went down again. A couple of helicopters for NATO, like one went up, the Gunslinger, and a lot of the other ones went down in points. A lot of the 4-bangers, like 4 helicopters in a group, had gone down. I'm excited because for 8 points, you can have 2 air cobras with TOW2s. So it's interesting. They're adjusting the points, and I think that's a good fix for the game, because we're at a point to where, like, do we really need another edition? Like, we're on that verge, and by balancing the points, I think you get a lot more life out, because it changes the meta, changes a lot of other stuff. And there's still a few rules and interactions I think need cleaned up, one of which probably is dealing with resistance for Americans, basically the Wolverines, because there's some not controversy, I should say, but there's some discussion of how their rule really reads, and it's not a hot button topic, but it's interesting. So I figured I'd do a little video update, some news for Team Yankee. We haven't played very much lately. We had that series of videos going on where we were rating weapon systems, and my house remodel got real busy. The Kilt got a promotion at work. The Cleric, his work's real busy. Plus the holidays, always a lot of time chewed up. And then on top of it all, Bolt Action version 3 dropped. So the whole group's been playing that. The community's growing. We have like 10 players now locally for Bolt Action. And then, believe it or not, Team Yankee's kind of growing too, because we've had probably 4 new players enter our group locally. So both groups are growing really good. It's hard trying to bounce between the two. Right now, a lot of us have been playing Bolt Action. There's a Thanksgiving event at Erie coming up. We're going to go there. And I think there's 3 of us. There's myself, the Cleric, and Jason, who actually is going to be Warlord Ironfoot. I think that's it, or Ironfoot, I believe. He's going to be up there. He's running Italians. Dave will be running Marines. I'll be running Japanese. I'm the only Japanese player, which will be funny. And then Jeremy and Kane from previous videos, they'll be up there. I think Jeremy's running Italians, and Kane's running Americans. There's like 18 people. Should be a good time. I'm going to try to do a video with my Japanese, and then do a video of the event. It was supposed to be held in Pittsburgh, but Griffin's Lair, which was the host store, apparently something happened with the landlord. Long story short, he moved. Kind of sucked, because Pittsburgh is obviously closer to us than Erie. So I'm actually driving up the day before, getting a hotel, and then next day going to the event. But kind of want to talk some of my thoughts with Team Yankee. I like where the game is at right now. I'm kind of changing my list up a little bit of Americans. I have like 4 army projects I want to get done, but I'm kind of revisiting my Americans a little bit. I'm also revisiting a unit a lot of people say is trash. So the Sergeant York, it's a little bit more expensive than the VADs, the 163 VAD. The problem I'm having right now is the VADs, a lot of shots, decent points, even though they've gone up. The problem I'm having is the firepower, and whenever I'm fighting Soviet hordes, and this has always been a discussion, Yeah, I can bail out a ton of BTR 60s and bail out a ton of BMP 2s and 1s. The problem is I can't kill them because you need to 5 firepower, and it seems you don't roll very many of them. But the other fact is the the Warsaw Pact player, maybe other than Czechs, they just get right back in and keep driving and shooting. You know what I mean? You bail them out, but you're not knocking them out of the fight like you hope you would. So I moved on to the York, a little bit longer range, heavier shell. The vehicle's a little bit tougher. Also, it has a 4 firepower for its anti-aircraft gun. So I would rather have a 50-50 of knocking out a vehicle or a plane than say that like 1/3 with the firepower 5. Yeah, I'm losing shots, but the funny part is if I sit still at the VADs, it's 7 shots apiece. If I sit still at the York, it's 5. Yeah, it's 2 less shots. If I move with the VAD, it's 4 shots, so it drops significantly. If I move with the York, it's 4 shots. So I'm only losing 1 shot moving instead of like 3 shots. So it makes me feel you can be more inclined to move it around the battlefield and shoot with it. Like you're not relying on blitzing with it to get maximum firepower. Yeah, you're losing 1 shell, but I'd rather be able to just say, you know what, I'm just going to move. I'm 1 less shot. I'm still throwing out a lot of shots. Considering, you know, its firepower doesn't go down as much from moving. That kind of a thing. Dramatic points, like I said, are really good. I'm liking them. I'm kind of redoing my American list. It's making American Abrams heavy tanks more viable. I like to run some more Bradleys. I haven't run Bradleys in an event. My Israelis kind of benefited a little bit. So some of their points went down, some went up, which is weird because in that case, for that army, how I have it built, because of points going up in one part and going down in another, the army kind of stayed the same. The only thing I was able maybe to add was an extra tank. Other than that, that army's not really adjusted. Obviously, the Americans' army I have is, if I'm not running strict airborne and I'm running like something a little bit different, like mechanized, army benefits greatly. You have Abrams now running around. M60s are still good, but like having an Abrams with Chaubrin, front armors are good, you know what I mean? The fact that like you have a better shot of bouncing shots. M60's awesome, but you really have to hoard with them. And it's not as good as Leo 1. Leo 1's still probably one of the best tanks in the game. But, I mean, they're squishy. You know what I mean? So, yeah. It's kind of like a video I'm throwing out right now. I feel the game's in a good place. Like some kind of meander a little bit. I haven't done a video in a little bit. I want to try to get something out to you guys. We've just been busy. So, do you think we need to go to version 2 for bold action? Or do you think we can keep getting away with dynamic points? And if so, how many more years? Because the way they're talking, they're going to be evaluating everything, taking everyone's input, and then finalizing the points for the whole year coming up. And then when next year comes up, they'll do another, again, a couple month trial run with points adjustment, take input, and then adjust the points for the rest of the year like they've done with Flames, which I'm a fan of. Points, like I said, definitely help change up lists, because I think that's kind of the problem with Flames. I think still kind of is Flames, besides being a way more competitive community, I feel Flames is figured out. You know, everything's optimized. I think even still to this day, light armored car spam's still a thing. You know what I mean? But that's just my opinion. I don't play very much Flames. And that's kind of one of the reasons why I don't play Flames. Trying to get into it, I feel, other than playing casual and fun like historical or thematic ones, I think going to the competitive scene, the the learning curve is so high. You know what I mean? Where Team Yankee, playing at a high level is still fun, but I've been doing that a little bit longer. Plus, too, I've seen games are a little bit more faster. Games are a little bit more lethal in some aspects. Obviously, Firepower 2, stuff like that, hitting a lot easier, comparative, stuff like that. But let me know. Other big thing going to be happening soon is with the house remodel. Electricity is going to be done hopefully next week. And I got drywall crew lined up after I get the house insulated. So I'm hoping to be back in the house by March. And with that, I'm going to have the basement will be redone. And I'll actually be able to record videos and host events down there again. Basically, we're going to have, like, instead of recording at the stores like we had in the kindness of other places, which I don't mind, let's be honest, sometimes those environments kind of suck. Plus, too, I'll be able to actually make a good overhead camera rig that doesn't have to move. The environment more conducive, you know, and I mean, I have more control of the background. That's kind of it for this video. Like I said, I'm just kind of throwing it out there. Just kind of an update of the channel and what I feel about Team Yankee. Before I go, we're at 480 some subscribers. Apparently 500 makes us monetized. If you guys want to get on there, like, share, subscribe, throw some stuff up there, comment, say how bad it is, how good it is. And something else, if you want to help support us, we have merch. If you guys haven't noticed, I got some hats made. You know what I mean? They're black hats, leather patch with Heavy Metal Wargaming. We have shirts. We had a Patreon. I got rid of it. I feel if I'm going to ask people to help support us a little bit financially, I want to give you something back better than just a Discord to talk on or private questions. Feel something more substantial. So we have much more shirts. We have new shirts up. We have still a whole bunch of like novelty shirts. The hats are kind of cool. And everything is priced, I feel, at a good price point that I would pay for. There's some channels that will have a shirt for $40. And I'm like, now, will I maybe make a shirt in the future that's like a support directly shirt and it'll be priced very high, but you knowing that the cost will go to the channel? Probably. I've heard a lot of people doing that. They'll show novelty stuff at decent prices and then have like an actual support merchandise thing. So with that being said, hey guys, like, share, subscribe, share the videos. We're gonna get some more stuff going up, especially Team Yankee and Bolt Action. If you guys want to throw a thing out of Battlefront, be like, hey guys, well, like, what's new? Like, throw us a bone, you know what I mean? I like to have some insider knowledge, a little bit, or at least a bone for a review. But alright guys, thanks for watching to the end. Thanks for following us. Like I said, we're trying to get content out there, but you know how it is, man. Life's life. This is still part of our hobby, the videos. It's not a particular, like, our job. Like I said, all of us still have full-time jobs. Some have been promoted. But, alright guys. Thanks for watching. This is the Guildmaster with Heavy Metal Wargaming. Remember, always seize the objective.